Welcome back, folks. It's time to have a look back at the NA portion of our Deadlock Fight Night number 2. Hydra Nation is back defending their title against the challenger teams, TF2 Boomers and Bottom Barrel. In our first matchup, TF2 Boomers decided to take away the Infernus while Bottom Barrel responded with a Kelvin ban. However, this meant that Walex was able to play his comfort pick of Bebop. With Walex already getting 2 early kills in his lane on Bebop, Alju rotates in to continue and apply pressure to this lane to keep the snowball rolling.
Gang coming in immediately there. We've got the pocket swinging on through to guarantee the pick, just to make this lane even more oppressive.
After constantly being bullied in lane, Tankman finally gets some revenge. Just kidding. Walex channels the Kamehameha for an easy kill.
This guy, oh, the hyper beam. Oh my god, it's like Independence Day.
With TF2 Boomers being down by 6k souls only 8 minutes in, a nicely timed gank helps close that lead as they get 2 kills. Resistance now for TF2 Boomers defense. And straight away, Deathy gets involved, finally able to leave that Shiv lane as his lane opponent also left, and another sleep here into Death Slam will secure the Shiv kill. As TF2 Boomers look to group up and start pushing down Guardians, they catch out Walex with a nice wall. However, Hyper Beam goes brrrr, going after the Bebop. There's a lot of damage, but Walex has already found Boink. Some serious pressure going in the direction of the Warden. Now that last stand expiring, he's not getting that health regeneration midway through the fight. And I think he's cooked. That is bad news for TF2 Boomers. TF2 Boomers try to stop Bottom Barrel from turning in the urn.
There it is, the urn is going to get dropped as everything gets thrown in Death Slam.
But a majestic leaping robot had something to say about it.
And we've got a couple kills going the way of Bottom Barrel here. With the, oh my god, the hyper beam from the heavens is doing insane damage, controlling the entire fight.
Should we even be doing a recap? Should we just do Walex highlights? No? We have to do the recap? Okay, fine. At the 14-minute mark, both teams set up for a fight to hopefully transition into a mid-boss. A long, scrappy fight ensues with TF2 Boomers coming out ahead 6-4. There's just no support there for that pocket. Still gonna have another fight. Shadow Transformation pop down. Already the healing resources are in play for the McGinnis. And okay, some janitorial work there for Young Kalk. I respect it. Healing right also being applied to them here. So we are seeing Bottom Barrel slow it down a little. Surely, though, they're going for a fight here. In comes the Lash. Deathy wants a bit of this, but the Bebop is looking pretty scary. McGinnis will going to be thrown up in the middle. Death Slam does catch one. They will fall. Walex gets picked up, though, and still Young Count doesn't want to fully commit. Again, the Binding Word probably gives him a very good reason to want to back away there. Without Walex, though, and a pretty healthy TF2 Boomer squad, Bottom Barrel might just have to pull out here.
Yeah, you got to be really careful here because the mid boss is up, so you do not want to team wipe in this situation. Look at this, trying to escape. Both teams being very tentative here, but everyone's starting to get low. Singularity is popped. That's going to suck in McGinnis, but the trades are coming through. 2 players down for Bottom Barrel, 3 for TF2 Boomers as the pursuit continues, Image.
Yeah, just the one Viscous left, though. Not much JC Starting can really hope to make happen here. Young Count still in the fight, still looking pretty healthy. Doesn't have that Shadow Transformation quite available yet, but the Power Slash still finds its mark. Crimson Flash thrown out. Looking to close the gap here on the McGinnis, but the Healing Tower is going to make it so hard for this Yamato to get the damage to stick. 3 seconds available for Shadow Transformation, and Walex is back with a Hyper Beam. Off the back of that last fight, Bottom Barrel used the urn again to bait out a fight. You know what? What do I even need to say other than Hyper Beam 5-0? Shiv, though, looks like he was queued for a time. Trying to back away now, up in air. That Hyper Beam is such a problem for Deathy. That's where his domain is supposed to be. But Walex is denying that. Tankman trying to get away. Even a last stand, nobody can face this Hyper Beam down. Eventually, the Warden gets chased. JC Stunning is able to get there. Bottom Barrel come out on top again. A close game, but now Sapphire side really starting to find some degree of success. McGinnis Wall attempting to catch Geo out there. It's very, very low, but Aurora comes back up. They will throw the stun in here, and Benji gets a little bit too low. It's yet another one for the Bebop.
The pursuit continues here. TF2 Boomers in a lot of trouble. These big...
JC Starny gets caught out trying to turn in the urn, but Bottom Barrel on the quick rotate shut down TF2 with 6 kills to 1.
Pick up this time.
Yeah, Wall going to come out. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a fight around his Google. Going to be used there, but obviously JC Starny not doing a ton of damage and a little bit of danger. Rejuve's still active on this Bottom Barrel side, though. Keep that in mind. And a stun here. That's a nice way to interrupt that Hyper Beam. Walex not going to get what he came for there. JC Stan eventually gets chased down, but elsewhere, Tankman and Zach, who are pretty underfed at this point in the game, are taken down. So Bottom Barrel, the one player advantage here, that is a devious hook, brother. Deathy falling as well, and this is now going really bad for TF2 Boomers.
Another nice little hook connected there into the bomb, and that's going to send Mirrorman packing on the Paradox, and it's a team wipe, and the region, only one player died. The region just expired.
The raid boss gets caught out, but JC Stani comes in with a huge cube to keep him alive. In fact, there is a knockdown available though on one of the TF2 Boomers players. That's how you interrupt this. You can throw that out of 45-meter range, but the cube is going to protect Walex. He pops out, still in hyper beam, of course. Very powerful ability. Bento though looking a little bit scary. That bullet time able to find him a couple. Warp Zone has to be used there, but Deathy approaching the 31-minute mark. The urn again proves to be the objective to contest, as finally Bottom Barrel get the 6-0 team fight and the win all over the fight. Nice little preemptive cube there. I like that. So yeah, definitely getting a bit tentative around this fight now, as Bottom Barrel are looking to try and deposit this urn. They're going to fight for this one. This will be a mid-boss off the back of this one almost surely. A little bit of poke here is that hyper beam. You can see Deathy needs to try and do something about it. The knockdown though doesn't work. It's because he has that unstoppable available. Somebody's got to stop Walex, but there's not enough active items in the world to bring this Bebop down to earth. Homie is straight chilling in the stratosphere. Of course, Affliction deployed, and that will be that. Bottom Barrel run away with the game. Going into the first match of this best of 3, Hydra Nation counters Walex from the last match by banning away Bebop. In turn, Bottom Barrel takes away McGinnis. After an early kill under his own Guardian, Flick looks to keep up the pressure on Alju as he starts to dominate his lane, going up 3.3k to 1.5k souls.
Good line of sight for creeps. Oh, a nice fake punch there to like force out the parry, and in comes the seismic slam to finish it off on the Yamato. Oh, beautiful stuff there, Mitch, to open things up.
Hydra Nation has gotten tired of just playing out lanes as they start to group up looking for kills. Flick lands a huge double charge on JC Stani and Young Calc into the wall as they end up taking 3 kills. Comes Flick's shoulder charge in. Paradoxical swap. Oh my goodness, 2-for-1 special. Thank you very much. Into the seismic slam, and there's no coming back from that one. After spending a while getting pulled into skirmishes while Hydra Nation split pushes, Bottom Barrel has had enough and forces a team fight. Flick, though, had other plans as he takes them to Pound Town. There, JC Stani bogged down a little bit, but looking to try and pressure Rocket, who is very much out on their own, but there's going to be more of a fight to be had here. In comes Flick, looking to try and run down the Paradox, but the wall in the way might be a bit of a problem. Still a second for Flick in the fight, overrunning Bottom Barrel. Frozen Shelter used there. Yeah, the Abrams would love to get involved. Shadow Transformation won't prolong Alju's life for very long, and sitting on a 60k soul lead, Hydra Nation decides to end the map, even taking fights in their opponent's spawn. Hydra Nation goes up 1-0 in the series. Meant to be used there. We're going into base. That's where the game's at right now. We are actually fighting inside Bottom Barrel's base. Bottom Barrel really only able to offer some resistance in one lane in one phase of the game. That was early on. With Hydra Nation taking the first map in the series, both teams decide to keep the bans the same. However, the Abrams, who was so impactful in the first map, has been picked up instead by Bottom Barrel. As we move into the early stages of map 2, Flick just can't stop as he shows he can dominate on more than just Abrams. Still going to get taken down. It's Young Calc falling first. Due to this, Hydra Nation were able to get up to a 2k soul lead 2 minutes in.
That's for sure. They get a pick onto JC Stani again with this Paradox.
This is so punishing. I mean, this could be yet another one. Huge kinetic blast coming out. How do you walk away from this? Parry attempt there for Young Calc, but I'm sorry, but Flick wasn't interested in throwing fists. It was all about the blammo. Bottom Barrel start to force some fights with numbers advantages, but they only result in 1-for-1 trades. Even worse is that Hydra Nation are split pushing while this is happening, gaining ground around the map. With a 10k soul lead 10 minutes in, things have gone from bad to worse for the Barrelers, as Hydra Nation can now win these fights, even short-handed. Into the game, Combustion comes out, catching on to that lash, and Fishcake is not going to walk away alive. I mean, he'll walk away and then die, so same thing really. Basically, Leffa gets to be the cool guy that looks away from explosions as these enemies bleed out or burn to death, or both. 5 minutes later, that 10k soul lead is turned into 50k, and Hydra Nation take a casual stroll to closing out the game and winning $1,000. The base we go, Warp Zone out. We're starting on them now. Guys, it's okay to end the game. That's totally acceptable.
Yep.
Hydra Nation will ascend to become your Deadlock Fight Night champion in North America.